Hey, how's it going, guys? Political Spatula here, back with another day of Propaganda Watch. So, a video popped up in my feed once again talking about the Iran war and how the United States isn't going to win and Donald Trump is a big coward. And I just thought that was absolutely hilarious, so I just had to see what this video was all about. And it turned out to be a video completely against the Iran war, just spreading more anti-war propaganda. Well, let's just get on with the video.
So, what actually happened, according to inside sources, is that the US reached out and desperately begged Iran for another ceasefire. Like, there's no ambiguity about this. We just straight up said, "Holy shit, please!" And Iran basically immediately rejected it.
Okay, that's absolutely untrue and completely not founded in reality. Because the reality of it is, all they did was send diplomats to Iran. That's all they did. And I can show you the receipts for it. And Marco Rubio and Trump said Iran begged for a deal. And so the White House said Iran begged for a deal. So this isn't founded in fact. And also, why make the Iranian regime look strong? Like, what are we doing here? Why are we batting for the Iranian regime right now? Come on. Like Jon Stewart said in his last interview about Fetterman, that he doesn't think it's realistic to say Democrats are pro the Iranian regime. Yet here we are watching videos where people are pro the Iranian regime.
Breaking, a source close to Iran's top negotiator says Tehran viewed the latest US threats as pressure tactics to force Iran into negotiations. But Iran is in no rush to talk, believing time is on its side, and Donald Trump has no strategic cards left to play, according to Iranian media. They're correct.
So we have so many cards. We have ICBMs, we have medium range missiles, short range missiles, and they can barely hit anything outside of the Middle East. And we can hit them from Ohio. And we have no cards? We have no cards, really? I see a lot of cards in front of us. What this really boils down to is this is anti-war propaganda. And he's using this to shape public opinion against the war by using emotional appeal, imagery, and messaging like the cost of it, the futility, and the destruction. This is anti-war propaganda, people. He's not showing you facts, he's just trying to tell you that this is an impossible thing for us to do, when it's not. Why would you be pro-Iranian regime? Like, what about their human rights violations, man? If you're so pro-people, what about the women in Iran or their protesters? Which one of my commenters the other day was like, don't talk about the women. What are you talking about? Like, of course I am. Their treatment is horrid.
The only two cards we have left on the table that we have not yet played is a massive ground invasion, which would be bad for us, or nuclear weapons. We could nuke them. That would also be, well, it would mostly be bad for Iran, but it would also be bad for us.
That's absolutely ridiculous. All right. I love how people who know nothing about things have so many opinions on things. He does know that we have Moabs in our arsenal, right? And B-2 stealth bombers. We could load a bunch of those up with Moabs and just flatten Iran, and it wouldn't be nuclear, would it?
I know that America's reputation has taken a bit of a hit globally over the past 10 years, but I promise you that using nuclear weapons in Iran would be bad for everyone. It would not be great for anyone, and they wouldn't work. Nuclear weapons and a ground invasion both wouldn't free the strait. It's drone warfare. You could nuke Iran over and over and over again, and you still would not get rid of their drone and missile stockpiles.
All right, and there it is again, anti-war propaganda. See how it makes it seem so futile. You can nuke them as much as you want and you'll never get their stuff. What do you mean? They have like ammo depots and stuff. You know that, right? Like they just don't have everything randomly scattered and littered across Iran. And even if they did, wouldn't nuking them or not even doing that, like I said before, hitting every place with a Moab would still get those sites. What are you talking about? Why are you making this seem so futile to go up against the Iranian regime that is trying to take over the Middle East using its proxy groups, and they all treat women poorly. And we're just gonna be, oh, okay, let's step back women's rights by 2,000 years in the Middle East. What do you want about, man? Why are you making this seem so futile?
How many oil tankers are we going to send to an early fucking grave? Jesus Christ. We're so evil and stupid. They know what the fuck they're doing? Yes, they do know what the fuck they're doing.
They're trying to control international waters. Don't you understand that? They're international waters. Nobody controls them. And we're the evil ones. And they're also attacking innocent civilians. They're just going after innocent people, not even military targets. Like, what are we talking about here? Why are you propping up the Iranian regime? Like, what are you doing?
Financial Time confirms the U.S. has abandoned Kuwait and Bahrain. It's fucking embarrassing. No, we've lost. We've lost this war. We're just refusing to surrender.
So we didn't abandon those countries. All we did was pull out of them a little bit. We still have bases in them and whatnot. Donald Trump hasn't abandoned them. They're still calling for negotiations to happen instead of a conflict. Like, this is what I'm talking about. He's making it seem futile. Like, oh, we've abandoned them. We're losing. Like, no, we haven't. What do you want about? You find some report from some Middle Eastern newspaper and that just all of a sudden becomes fact to you? Like, what are we on about? Stop propping up the Iranian regime. How many times am I going to have to say this to other political commentators? Their human rights violations are enough to make me turn away completely. And these people are going to latch onto them like a tick?
No, legitimately, we've abandoned significant parts of the Middle East. What was the reason Trump tried to chicken out this time? Because if he doesn't chicken out, Iran might attack us again, or our Gulf state proxies.
He chickened out. No. Absolutely untrue. The United States doesn't need to chicken out of anything. Why do people underestimate the ability of the United States? Our aircraft carriers, our B 2 stealth bombers, our MOABs, our missiles. Like, we're just barely touching Iran with a small portion of our arsenal, and it's futile to these people.
I'm thrilled we have less bases personally. Yeah, but the Gulf state allies certainly aren't. What does the U.S. losing this war mean for Israel? I mean, we need to surrender. Like, Iran's going to keep doing this unless Israel pulls out of Lebanon, and they're not doing it. Iran might attack us again. Or, our Gulf state proxies.
Yeah. Iran is wants Israel to pull out of Lebanon so their proxy group can run free. He's upset with the United States' proxy groups, but's completely fine with Iran's proxy groups. That's the reality of what's happening here. Iran's proxy groups that treats its women just as bad as Iran does. And we didn't lose. That is the most ridiculous statement I think I've ever heard in my life. We could hit them from Ohio if we wanted to. We could strap a B 2 stealth bomber with a Moab and go over there and show them what democracy looks like. This is freaking absurd. This is just pro-Iranian regime. I don't think I've found anyone besides Hassan that was quite as for Iran as this guy. Because wow, does he make it sound futile.
I don't know what happens after Trump runs out of tacos. Nobody on earth really knows what's going to happen when this all comes to a head. Trump is almost out of tacos. World starves? Yeah.
What a stupid thing to say. What's he on about? We're talking about the Iranian regime, what they're doing in the Middle East, their treatment of women, and he's got brain rot, and so does his entire audience. Because he's out here talking about what if Donald Trump runs out of tacos while supporting a regime that oppresses women. Like, grow up. Seriously. Let's look at some other facts besides Middle Eastern newspapers, man. Because it's clearly doing things to your brain.
Guys, you can't 6-7 when neither 6 nor 7 came up. You can't do that.
Does his whole audience have brain rot while they're talking about the Iranian regime? Like, come on. They're talking 6-7 while talking about how it's so futile to go to war with a regime that oppresses women. It's amazing to see. That's so great. Do all Democrats suffer from brain rot like that? Well, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. It really helps out a lot. And have a good one.